go shopping, want it, then I cop it, ayy, yeah, popping, I do what they copy, ayy, look, he's a sweetie, kiss it when he's a sweetie, kiss it when he get it, kiss it when he eat it, ayy, I go shopping, want it, then I cop it, ayy, he's a sweetie, kiss it when he.
What's good, prima donnas? Back again today with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a celebrity inspired look. So the look that I'm recreating today is a look that I've seen on Instagram by Demi. You guys, she's been killing it in Euphoria, and when I seen this picture on Instagram, I had to recreate it. Another thing I wanted to mention was I actually did like a little questionnaire thing on my Instagram, and I asked you guys what videos or tutorials you guys want to see me film, and I got so many requests to do the fox eyes trend. So I felt like once I seen this picture by Demi, I felt like this was a perfect technique to incorporate with this look. So I was just like, all right, let's do the fox eyes trend with this Demi inspired look. And girl, I'm obsessed. I love the way that this look turned out. In today's video, I show you guys so many contour and highlighting techniques. It's insane. So I feel like today's video is kind of like my updated highlight and contour routine, as well as the fox eyes trend. So you're kind of getting like a 2-in-1. Okay, so yeah, I got my gloves on. I'm feeling real Demi in this bitch. And yeah, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this look and this video. Definitely hit that subscribe button. That way you will not miss out on any of my uploads. And yeah, girl, thank you all for watching. And until next time, bye. Ooh, so guess who's jumping into voiceover today? Yes, I decided to not do a talk through. Today's video is going to be a voiceover, a little quick one because I was a little pressed on time, but I still wanted to take advantage of the day and film. So eyebrows are on, eyes already primed, and now we're moving on to some good old Scotch tape. Make sure you go ahead and put the tape on the back of your hand first. That way it's not super sticky when you do apply it to your eye area, because your eye area is super sensitive and you do not want to be tugging on it, girl. That is not a good look. So moving on to eyeshadow. Today's eyeshadow palette, we are going to be using the Nude Mood by ColourPop. But before that, you guys know I always got to put something on my lips, and this is the Hard Candy Plumping Lip Serum. I actually just got sent this, and so far, girl, it's giving the Too Faced what is it called, lip injections, a little run for their money, girl. Yes. So I went in with that light shade, and I'm actually going to just pop this into my inner part of my crease, like where my nose is at. And this is the only thing we're doing for the crease, you guys. I wanted this look to be kind of like a little editorial, and in the photo of Demi, she kind of just only has eyeshadow like in her inner crease. It's so editorial, so high fashion. So I wanted to kind of like recreate that. Anyways, I'm taking that medium brown shade and I'm running that right along my lash line and against that tape. You can be super messy with this, you guys, because that tape is there for a reason. It's to make sure that you're not gonna fuck this up. So yeah, as you guys can see, I am also switching my brushes. I'm going in with the fluffy brush and more of a small smudger brush. So when you get more closer to your lash line and in those little areas where it's harder to reach with the fluffier brush, you just want to go in and pack on the color with the smudger brush and go back in with the crease fluffy brush and make sure everything is nice and blended out. So as you guys can see, I'm doing the transition from lighter to darker. So I'm starting off with the light brown, the medium brown, the darker brown, and then finally finishing off with some black. But I did not want to go straight in with black. You want it to kind of have like a transition in the background. So moving on to my favorite matte black eyeshadow. This is from Jouer in the shade Licorice. And as you guys can see, I'm taking that as close as I can to my lash line. And you see that I am using the smudger brush, so I have full control. So you do not want to just throw on the damn black eyeshadow. Like I said, keep it as close as you can to your lash line and blend it out the same exact thing we were doing with the brown. Okay, now for the inner corner and the actual like fox eyes part, you just want to go ahead now with a small angled brush, and you're literally just going to tap on the black eyeshadow on your inner part of your eye, super close to your lashes. So we're kind of like tight lining in a way, and you just want to go ahead and drag the inner corner out a little bit, so that way it kind of creates like a tiny little wing on your inner corner, and boom, that's how you do the little fox eyes trend. So now the coast is clear, you're safe to go ahead and remove the tape. And as you guys can see, once you do, that edge is nice and crisp. And girl, like I said, with the tape, it's like literally impossible to fuck this up. Now for our lid shade, I'm going in with a mixture of those two top light shades. And I'm literally going to kind of like cut my crease, because I'm literally just popping this right under that little inner corner shadow that we did, just so that way it looks nice and defined and you can actually see it, because right now you can't really see, of course, with all the bright lights, but once you like highlight right under it, it actually looks like I have a lid shade and we actually did kind of like a little cut crease. But I think the fun little twist to this eye look is just, like I said, that little shadow lid that's like closer to the nose. I've never did a look like that, and I'm here for it. I actually added a fun little touch to this eyeshadow look. Moving on to my lashes, I'm taking the Essence Princess Lash Mascara. And for lashes, I'm taking my Lilly lashes in the style So Extra Miami. These are so bougie and so freaking pretty, and they literally just open up your eyes. As you guys can see here, I did apply some white cream liner to my lower waterline, but I decided to change that, and we're gonna make it black in a second. But anyway, moving on to primer, I used my Smashbox coconut primer spray, and of course my no poreblem primer, which is my shit. You guys see me use this so many times in my videos. It's kind of like my go-to primer combo. Now, as you can see, this is the LA Girl Neon Shockwave liner in the shade black. And girl, we literally just applied cream liner first. I couldn't believe that that black just glided right on top of it, like if it was never there, bitch. And it was like, okay sis, bye. The cream liner was cute, but I wanted this look to be smoky, and when I actually looked back at the picture, I realized that Alexa Demi actually had black liner, not cream liner. So I was like, okay, yeah, no. Moving on to foundation, this is the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation, and it looks a little light right here, but give it a second. For some reason, this foundation actually kind of like takes a while to like show true to your skin. For some reason, when it's wet, it looks super light, but once it dries, it's gonna match my neck and it looks perfect. This is, I believe, in the shade Punjab, and I've been literally recently re-obsessed with this foundation because it's an older foundation, but I actually rediscovered it in my drawer and been using it again, and girl, I'm hooked. For contour, I'm using my Huda Beauty Tantour contour in the cream contour in the shade light, and I'm using this on a Real Techniques. This is actually a foundation brush, so I used the edge first to create a sharp line, and now I'm actually using the flat side of the foundation brush to just buff it up above the line, not below the line. So that's what's going to give you those high cheekbones and give you that really sculpted super model effect. I've been actually switching up my contour routine, and I'm not going to front, like my face has been looking a lot more snatched, and you guys even been noticing it in my photos, like, girl, what did you change? And it's actually been my contour routine. So I wanted to show you guys an updated version and actually how I've been doing it lately. And I think I kind of mastered how to like really contour my nose, like kind of, sort of. But anyway, now I'm going in with my concealer, and this is the Infallible concealer from L'Oreal. This is kind of like a dupe for the the Tarte Shape Tape. If you guys do not own that, or if you guys do own it, definitely pick this one up so that way you can compare it. And I promise you, this is definitely kind of like a dupe, this one and the CoverGirl one, but I really like this one a lot more. But anyway, I'm highlighting underneath my eyes, and as you guys can see, I'm dragging that all the way to my temples. And a new thing that I've been doing is actually putting a little bit of concealer right underneath my contour. Now I know it looks a little bit harsh, but once you put your powder and everything, it's gonna really clean that contour up, and you're not gonna lose the definition. Because I feel like when I cream contour, it looks nice and snatched and sharp in the beginning, but then once I start adding my bronzer and my powders, it kind of like diffuses itself, if that makes sense. And I want it to look sharp and stay looking sharp, so I've been incorporating this one little step. Do not mind me right here, girl, I'm eating Doritos. Yeah, snack time. But yeah, and it's actually been making a big difference, especially in my photos. My face looks a lot more snatched. So anyway, now I'm just blending out my concealer, and as you guys can see, I'm gonna put the concealer right underneath where that wing is at, and that's gonna give us a nice lift to the temples as well, and actually kind of look like you got a little surgery without surgery, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like us faking surgery and a facelift, but with just contouring and highlighting. So yes, I did want to make sure that everything is nice and blended, and now I'm setting that concealer with my Fenty Pro Filter powder. This I believe is in the shade Butter. so it's not a translucent powder. It does kind of have like a yellow brightening tint to it, which I love. And I've been putting a lot of powder underneath my eyes, not necessarily baking, but there is excess powder under there. And I've also been using, this is actually the e.l.f. Total Complexion Sponge, which has like an edge to it, and I've been actually taking advantage of the edge and using it to, you know, sharpen up my nose, clean up underneath my contour, and yeah, just take advantage of your tools, guys. So now I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Golden Medium, and this is what I'm using now to set my foundation as well as wipe away the excess powder. So I used to actually do this step before I used to bake and things like that, but now I've been loving to actually use my face powder to get rid of my bake. And yeah, it leaves a nice, pretty, flawless airbrushed finish. And I love this powder. If you guys want a different alternative, I highly recommend the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. That's my other favorite powder. But anyways, moving on to bronzer, I'm taking the oldie but goodie. This is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is actually a new one, and I wanted to use it. So I'm just using that to add some warmth to my face, and I'm also going to bronze up my forehead and the sides of my nose. And as you guys can see, even with a big fluffy brush, your contour is still going to stay nice and sharp because of the technique that we use. So I've been absolutely loving this new technique. Really quickly, I am just going to smoke out my lower lash line with that same matte black eyeshadow. And at first I was just gonna leave it with the matte black, but I decided in a little while you're gonna see that I'm actually gonna run some brown under there, because I'm OCD like that. I felt like it was not matching with the top of my lids, so I was like, okay, yeah, no, I can't just leave it black. So I also did brighten up my inner corners. And moving on to blush, I am taking my Wet n Wild Nudist Society blush. This is my favorite blush at the moment, you guys. Like, it is my go-to everyday blush. It is just perfect for every look. And for highlighter, I've actually never used this before, but this is new to the Benefit family. This is their new cookie highlighter, and as you guys can see, she's gorgeous, she's blinding, and definitely was a super creamy, buttery highlighter, and it reflected so pretty on my camera, in photos, and in real life. She was gorgeous, like, yes. Last but not least is my lips. I am now just gonna line them really quickly and also fill them in with the Morphe Spiffy lip liner, one of my favorites. And then for liquid lipstick, I did go in with the Wet n Wild, what the heck is the name of it? I'll leave it in the description box, but I know it's the Liquid Naked Catsuit. There it goes. But I'll leave the shade name in the description box, and it is the perfect cool tone brown, cool tone nude. And it's just like sickening. I love this shade so much. So I am now just going to blend that in with my fingers. And then I am going to also put right in the center this LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint. And I'll leave the shade name of this as well in the description box. And that was my lip combo. And last but not least, wait, I forgot that I have to set these brows. I've been also doing this to my brows. This is the Gimme Brow. This is kind of like a brow mascara, and it's in like a dark brown color. And after you put your powder, your brows could kind of look a little lost, so this kind of brings them back to life real quick before the makeup is done. And of course, last but not least, setting that face with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Mist. And you guys, that's pretty much it for this Fox Eyes trend and my updated contour and highlight routine. And because this is a recreation, you guys know I have to throw on some gloves and do my little Alexa Demi baby hairs. And yeah, you guys, this is the completed look. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, guys, bye.